Greetings and salutations to you all once again. It is me, the Ravenous Spectre, and this is the next exciting episode in the Journey Onward series, which is my week in gaming. Well, let's see, what have we been up to? I did manage to get a hold of a few Black Friday sales. Got all the games at half price. Let's see, I got Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 for 30. I got Recore for Xbox One for 15. Yeah, and I got Gears of War 4 for 30 as well. I got all three of those offline. I got one from Walmart, one from Best Buy, and one from GameStop. So they came from like three different places. But obviously, I was looking for where I could find the best deals, obviously. And waiting for those to come. What I've been playing, though, well, let's see. I've been playing Watch Dogs 2, which actually, as a matter of fact, I got to the final main story mission last night. I haven't completed that yet. But I've been doing some side mission stuff as well. So I believe I'm almost done with like the main story of Watch Dogs 2. And actually, I ended up getting Shadow Warrior 2 on PC, as a matter of fact, yesterday for $30. So that was that wasn't half price actually. Actually, the PC price is $40, and the $30. I told myself, you know what? I was just going to go ahead and spend the $30 because I thought about it coming out on PlayStation 4, and it hasn't come out on console yet. And I'm pretty damn sure that when it does come out on console, the frickin' thing is going to be like $60, and there ain't no chance in hell I'm going to be paying that amount, knowing that it came out as $40 on the PC. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. So I said, you know what? Hell with it. I'm going to get it on PC. It is freaking gorgeous. It is. It plays well. It's funny. It's awesome. It's bloody. It's gory. It's action-packed. It is. It's really cool. I mean, I've just started out playing it and getting into it, but yeah, from what I've played so far, it's a hell of a lot better than the first one, without a shadow of a doubt. Definitely digging it for sure. Let me see. What else has been going on with me? I've also been playing some of Pokemon Sun. I've been a person who has been out of the Pokemon loop for a long while now. I honestly haven't played a Pokemon game since Pokemon Snap, if that tells you anything. That's all the way back in the N64 days. And the two Pokemons I played before that, which is obviously Red and Blue. Never got back into it since, but since I heard that Nintendo was actually, I guess, rearranging Pokemon's formula, making it easier for people to get into, and also bring back people to the series who used to be in it before but fell out, like me, for example. I got Sun because the difference between Sun and Moon is like at Moon, Sun, obviously each iteration has a few different Pokemon. I think what I read, it has the original Pokemon in there, but then it has like a certain select that are different in Sun than they are in Moon. Moon starts like 12 hours ahead of time, and Sun starts like right on the dot where you are in terms of time itself, which is really weird. I don't know why they did that. I think it was probably because at night and during the day you come in contact with different Pokemon, so I guess it's just your preference on how you want to come in contact with them, and like the quote-unquote exclusive ones you would get to whichever one you got, which would be Sun or Moon. Just started out with that. I think it's pretty cool so far. I haven't played too much of it, but because I've been going through Watch Dogs 2, honestly, and it's been pretty cool. It seems like the whole nostalgic trip that I used to have playing Pokemon is coming back, but it's all nice and colorful and 3D and all that wonderful stuff. So I'll definitely be getting back into that as time wears on. Also got Darksiders, the WHOREMASTERed edition, more like the piece of shit edition, I guess I should say. I'm sorry, that wasn't a proper way for me to be able to go into it. The reason that I'm saying that is I actually had a discussion with a friend of mine about remasters. When you say remaster, it's supposed to be the fact that it's actually being remastered. The fact that if you want to add new stuff into it, the new stuff goes into it. But you're making what was old practically new again and making it better. Well, the gameplay's fine. The graphics look okay to me. I haven't really figured out what the hell the difference is between Chroma FX and Vignette FX or something like that. I can't really tell, but a lot of people are saying to turn Chroma FX off because it has that nasty grain filter over it. I can't freaking stand grain filters. I can't. I can't. It's like, oh, we want to make it seem like it's more of a movie. How the fuck are you going to make it seem like it's more of a movie when it is as animated as it is? I can understand if you kind of want to give The Last of Us that look because they actually did have an option for that to have like a film grain thing, just as it did with the Uncharted series. But seriously, this is more animated than it is realistic. So, I don't know. But, yeah, so this War Mastered edition, which just sounds stupid as hell, turns out that during cutscenes, there's audio crackling. The lip sync isn't on track. So when you're going through a cutscene, you could come to the end of the cutscene before the cutscene actually catches up with the cutscene, if that makes any sense. The cutscene could end and the audio could still be going on. Or the audio could stop and the cutscene could still be going on. Kind of like that. It's like, it's off, man. It's stupid. It just goes to show, it's just like he was mentioning to me before, it really does seem like remasters is something that developers and publishers just want to basically scam money off of gamers, trying to make it seem like it's this new thing when in actuality it's not. It's like they end up releasing with more problems than what they had previously. Darksiders was a great game when it came out, but then you end up war mastering it, trying to make it sound edgy or some shit, and the damn thing has more problems than when it did when it released. And I don't even remember having any problems with the original one. Not to mention the fact that also, when you go into boss fights, there's a lag. Yeah, that's when you want to have lag, during boss fights. Yeah. Oh, I jumped this way. Wait, I died. How the hell did that happen? I clearly saw that I moved this way. Oh, the game lagged, and I'm dead. Yeah, War Mastered, all right. Jesus. It's just, it's crazy. And he was talking to me about it. He said it really does seem like the way that it's going into the future with consoles. He thinks this is going to be like a normal thing. And honestly, I could see that happening. I really could. And it's crazy because like on PC, when it seems like some of these remasters come out, yeah, they have them for sale. But if the owner already has them, if they already own the games, then they can basically go ahead and end up downloading the remastered edition for free. You know, and to me, that's just bullshit. It really is. To me, I kind of feel like if the console players show some type of evidence of them having it, then the exact same thing should happen for them. Yeah, you can sell it if you want to, but if they already own the damn game, there should be a way that you can end up... that we're living in 2000, well, almost 2017 now, near the end of 2016 here. There's ways to transfer data, for God's sakes. There should be a way for you to be able to transfer data, for it to be able to show that you own it, so you can transfer over to basically, I wouldn't necessarily say a new platform, but that's kind of what it boils down to, is going basically from PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4. But, I mean, it seems to me like if the way that, say, for example, Dragon Age Inquisition could do it, where you could pick the choices that you wanted to when you were moving on to a new platform from PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4, for example, where you pick what decisions that you made and you basically save it onto their server, and then it uploads to your game save when you log online to their servers and then start playing like that. If there was some way that they could be able to do something like that, there's got to be some way to do it, man. I mean, the way technology is nowadays, there's no excuse why it shouldn't be that way. It really shouldn't. The fact that the PC gamers can get the remasters for free and don't have to pay for it if they already own it, that's the way, it's the exact same way it should be on console. But it's pretty much just ripping people off. You know, and I ended up getting it because of the fact that I kind of felt like I was really wanting to support the Darksiders series, because I have the second one remastered, or what the hell ever it's called, Deathmaster, I don't know what the fuck it's called. But it was that, and also the fact that I'm really hoping that a third one comes out. I really am, because I'm wanting to support it. It was only $20, and it's really cool to be able to experience a game like that once again in a new light, on a new console, you know, with new graphics and new features, screenshots, video sharing, streaming, the whole nine yards, you know, all of that. I thought that was a really cool, and honestly, to me, I feel like if you're going to end up buying remasters, they need to be $20, plain and simple. If they're going to be brand new at $20 with something that was already released like a couple years ago or what the hell ever, they should be like $20. But like I mentioned before, if you already own it, you should be able to get the upgrade for free. It happens with PC gamers, so why in the hell can it happen with console gamers? I mean, you know, it's one thing to make money, it's another thing to be a douchebag and act like you're just greedy as hell. I mean, honestly. I mean, PC gamers can do it. Why can't console gamers? You know, because, I mean, reality is consoles nowadays are basically lower grade PCs. So why the hell can't you do that? There should be a way for you to be able to do that. And if you can't, then console manufacturers, get on your freaking hardware, your infrastructure, what the hell ever, and fix the damn thing and let that happen. Let that be a thing. Especially Sony. Oh, we want to be able to compete in the PC market. We want to keep PC gamers from going over. We want to keep gamers from going over to PC. We want to keep them on PlayStation 4, but we want to take mods out. Yeah, you pretty much just ended up castrating that idea. Yeah, you put mods back into Fallout 4 and Skyrim, but it's nowhere near the amount that it should be. It's nowhere near the amount of accessibility as it would be on PC in the first place. Jesus. Anyways, but yeah, so the fact is, yeah, that was kind of a rant that I went on dealing with the whole remaster thing. But I'm glad that I got it, be able to experience it again and with all the features and whatnot. But I wasn't aware that I was going to end up running into those problems until I started playing it. And then I ended up checking online, went on GameFAQs.com, checked that out. People were talking about it. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, oh, well, I'm not the only one then. So obviously it's a widespread thing. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a patch that comes through because there's a patch for every fucking game in existence that comes out now because developers and publishers get a hair in their ass and want to push the shit out the door to make money. Developers, or it's the fact that the publishers, the people want to go and say the developers are lazy for doing it. When in actuality, they should have already covered their bases and had everything settled before they even released it out the door. They should have had this stuff taken care of before then. But the reality is publishers keep pushing them to do it. And it's like, God, man, can't you just wait until they put out a good product? But like I mentioned before, it should be something that should be worked on while the game is in development so they can make sure everything is working properly before it's released. That's one reason for all these damn patches, man. Oh my God. I just, some patches you really don't have to worry about. It's just for stability and performance and all that shit. You can play some games without patches. I mean, yeah, you may run into some bugs or some glitches or something, but as long as it's not crashing your game or messing up your save file or anything, you really don't need them unless it's like specifically says that you need it, or if you're playing the game without a patch and you happen to run into that problem or whatever problem that would crash the game or whatever the case may be, or make it laggy as hell. List them battle mage piece of shit. Yeah, yeah. Suffice to say, I got rid of that damn thing. Where they had just had it on PC. I should have just kept it and just played it on PC instead of getting on PlayStation 4. I'm not doing that anymore. Any games I get on PC are staying on PC, and if I do get them on console, they're going to be dirt fucking cheap, so I can just have a physical copy of it, for future use and whatnot. Dirt fucking cheap. Sorry for my language. I apologize. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this now because it's almost getting close to 15, well, close to 14, but 15 minutes, what the hell ever. But anyways, I will talk at you taters later. Later, taters, and all that lovely, lovely stuff. And remember, remasters are just a way to just rip money out of you. And I'm a victim of it, and I've bought remasters before. Usually it's been like really super cheap before I kind of knew about the problems beforehand, but it really has just come to a realization that remasters aren't really remasters. They're not. It's just a title that they'll slap on there to make you think is brand fucking new and want you to buy it. So, yeah. Wool's been pulled clean from my eyes. My eyes have been washed and I'm clean and healed from the scam artist that comes out of the gaming industry with remasters. Fuck your remasters. Later, taters.